Innovative content, global audience.
Morning, how are you doing this morning? It's Monday morning, it's another new week, and of course it's a holiday. I know most of you are home right now relaxing, of course. And once again, happy Ramadan to all our Muslim faithful out there. Happy new week. My name is Patience OKOSUN, and we are on the show, The State of the Nation. We all know what the show is about. The show is about everything happening in the country. It could be politics, it could be weather, it could be academic, it could be our agriculture, whatever that affects the country is what we come here every Monday to discuss. And today I'm talking about rainfall crisis. We all know it's climate change. We all know it's climate change. Climate change refers to a long-term shift in temperature and weather pattern. Of course, we are already experiencing rainfall, and so it's climate change, and I'm here to discuss about this rainfall. Over the week we'll be reading headlines about how rain kills 7 and puts many in the hospital. We also read about how this rainfall carried away a child during the week, and then I felt like it's time we talk about this rainfall. Of course, we all know that rainfall is a very beautiful season. Yes, why do I say that? For me, rainfall is one of my best seasons personally, because I feel during this season I get to sleep peacefully with or without light. We all know how electricity can be, so I get to sleep peacefully because the weather is just cool and chilling. And then it's also a time for farmers. Actually, I love this season because it's a time for food. Then we, all the farmers out there get to plant their products, and everything just grows so beautifully. And then this rainfall is one of its best season. And then, but then talking about this rainfall, it comes with its own challenges, and that's why I am here today. Let's talk about the challenges that comes with rainfall, the things that happens during rainfall, and how we can keep ourselves out there safe during this season. My name is Patience, once again, Patience OKOSUN, and you're on the show, The State of the Nation. Now let's dive properly into the topic for today. Now, we all know the rainy season is coming again. It helps to stop the heat of the temperature in our homes, like I said earlier, to cool down a bit. But from another angle, when it rains often, makes many family feels headache. Actually, yes, when it rains often, it disturbs a lot of family because of the challenges. And then I'll be listing some of the challenges that comes with this rainfall. Before I proceed, I'll bring in a guest later on in the show that will discuss and throw more light on how we can stay out there safe during this season. We're talking about weather. We know the weather is very challenging. During the heat season, we complain it's so hot, and then we complain, but then the heat season has its own advantage. During that heat season, when you just wash your clothes within a twinkle of an eye, your things are dry, and then if you just want to dry anything, it's there. But then during this rainy season, you know, you have to wash 3 days before the day you wear that clothes for it to dry up, except you have your drying machine and dryer at home. Then kudos to you. For us that don't, you know, we have to wash 3 days before the day we want to wear that clothes. But then today we're talking about the challenges that comes with this rainfall. Now let's dive into it. I will talk about roof leak. Now, I think I've seen that over and over again when it's rainy season. For those that uses materials that are not quality, standard materials, you just find out that this rain, when it's falling, especially when it's falling heavily, in fact, most of them, it doesn't really need to fall heavily. It just falls, and then the roof begins to leak, you understand? And then you have a roof leak. And so before the rain comes heavily and pull off that roof, I feel you should be able to call in a technician, somebody that should fix that roof properly to save your family. You cannot imagine being inside your home, it's raining, and yet you're still wet. You just need to fix that roof properly. That's one of the challenges that comes with rainfall. Roof leaking is a common problem in the rainy season that has it all. The most frequently leaked roof is the area and the connection points. Yes, where the place where the roof all comes together. That's where it's mostly leaked from. The cause of leakage is due to selection of non-standard roofing material and equipment. actually. So we need to make use of standard roofing materials and equipment. We also have loose blown roof tiles. Now those loose blown roof tile, we're talking about the screw, the nails that you used to fix those that roof. You need to go back and check it, make sure it's properly tied, make sure everything is in order, so that when this roof comes, most time when the rain comes, before it comes with heavy storm, it comes with heavy wind, and then you just blow away things, you just take away your roof, you just take away your materials, blow away things. I think last year I witnessed an accident, very bad accident. I was standing close to a shop, and then this heavy storm came, this heavy wind came, blew away somebody's roof, actually a zinc, and hit somebody standing close by. It was actually a very bad one. It injured that person very, very well. So to avoid things like this, you need to make sure your roof are properly tied, because it will be a very bad one. Your shop, most especially those shops that are being done with zinc, you just put them on the floor, not properly in the ground, you understand? You need to make sure all those things are well and properly done. And then let's quickly move on to the next problem. I'm listing some of the challenges we face during this rainy season before I bring in my guest. My guest will throw more light on the issue. And then we have the challenges of gutter drain. This gutter drain is actually a very, very, very important one. Many people know that each rain does not just rain. We know it does not just rain. It comes with breeze, and this breeze brings a lot of dirty, a lot of things. And then when it comes, it goes down to the gutter drain, and then it just gets clogged. You see your drainage will just be stuck, and then because there's a lot of dirty in it, and so you just have to make sure you clean your gutter drain to be able to allow water pass through, so it doesn't get stuck and then enters your apartment or enter your home. It becomes another problem. So we need to make sure that our gutter drain are properly clean, so that water can flow easily without any problem. Now let's move on to the next challenge. I'm quickly listing some of the challenges I know before I bring in my guest. My guest to throw more light on this and give you more safety tips on it, actually. And then we also have the problem of grass, overgrown grass. Now you just weed your grass today, before you know it, tomorrow it's grown again. Yes, it's because it's rainy season, and this is a very good season for fertile soil. So when you just weed your grass, it tends to grow quickly again. Don't get tired of weeding. Make sure you weed every grass within and around your home to stay safe, especially that have kids at home. Now, when you leave your grass overgrown, it attracts reptiles, it attracts animals. You see, this is a season where animals get to come out from their holes, and then it's very, very dangerous. You just make sure your environment is clean. Make sure you clear all the grasses within and around your home. This will really go a long way. And then when it rains, we get to find out that I've seen it a lot. For the sake of our health, which I'll actually go to that place, but before I get there, for the sake of our health, when there is a pothole or probably a place where dirty water is stuck, it gets to produce mosquitoes, and those mosquitoes will give birth to more mosquitoes, and they get to affect our health. So make sure that every hose or every pot that after it's rained, that stocked water that is really not good, dirty water, you evacuate it, you just pour it away. Make sure your environment is clean. And I'm talking about the problems, the challenges we face during this rainy season. And then one of the issues we have broken trees. Most of us tend to plant trees close to our apartment. Now that system is actually good for the heat season, because during the heat season, those trees will produce more air, more breeze, and then you're cool. But when it's rainy season, make sure the branches of those trees are strong. It's not a tree that once a heavy wind comes or a heavy storm comes, blow it and it just falls on top of your building or probably fall on someone. It's actually very, very dangerous. So this is one of the challenges we face during the rainy season. And so we also talked about short circuits. Now this is a very important one for me. We all know water and electricity don't come in contact with each other. Now when there is a naked wire somewhere and rain falls, it tends to shock, electric shock. Now you have family at home, you have wife at home, you have siblings at home, yourself, including yourself. It's actually a very risky one because it's due to deterioration of the power cord of power supply equipment. Rainwater or moisture from the rain may damage the power supply to a short circuit. Now we need to make sure that every appliances in our home is okay. Every connection is well connected. Everything is okay. Your gas cooker, electric cooker, everything that needs to do with electric is well, because this thing can actually bring or pull fire. Yes, when it's rain and then there's electric somewhere that is not properly fixed, you just see that it causes fire, and this is actually a very bad one for us. So these are some of the challenges we face during this rainy season. And then also, very importantly, you just find out that I have noticed, actually from my own personal research, I've noticed that during the rainy season, a lot of accidents tend to happen on the road. We tend to see a lot of accidents. Is that a vehicle just moves and falls into a gutter, or is that a vehicle just moves and clash with another vehicle? It becomes a very big problem. Why? Because this season, when it's rain, I'm talking to most of the drivers out there, make sure your wiper is well fixed. Make sure your car is okay. If it's something you cannot ride during the rainy season, park. Make sure the rain is calm before you move. And most time the road also gets bad. Just find out that a lot of potholes are on the road because the ground is soft. Now the road tends to destroy and gets damaged easily, and then you just find out before there was no pothole there, but during the rainy season now there's pothole. You just drive carelessly and find yourself in one hole, and now this is actually a challenge for no reason. Also, there tends to be traffic. You just move and get to a point and you're asking yourself, what's going on, what happened, why is there traffic? But then nothing happened. You just get to that point and see that it's just because of the rain. Everybody's driving slowly, and then there tends to be unnecessary traffic. But then this rainy season, we have to be very, very patient not to fall into any of those challenges. And before I call in my guests for today, we also have a problem of with moss on concrete floor. We know what moss is. These are all those, I think for Nigerians we call it spirogyra. Yeah, we call it spirogyra actually. So we tend to have issues like that. Now it's okay that we clear we wash it off with enough water, clear everything, scrub it out, make sure everywhere is okay, everything is fine, because most times I see people have a very bad fall with that thing. Now when you fall during the rainy season, it's very, very, very bad. It's a very bad one. So make sure you clean up, make sure everywhere is safe, and you're good actually with it. And those are the challenges we face during the rainy season. Like I said, I'll bring in my guest who will be talking more on this issue today, and I have my guest with me in the studio. Hello, sir. Good morning. Hello, can you hear me, sir? I can hear you. Can you hear me? Good morning, sir. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. Are you too?
I'm fine, sir. Okay, I'm speaking to Engineer Tunde Matis, okay, all the way from Ibadan. Hello, sir. Hope you're fine. How is Ibadan this morning?
Ibadan is fine and cool. No problem here in Ibadan.
Okay, sir. So on the show, you're live on air. Actually, we're talking about the challenges that comes with rainy season. First of all, I heard a building collapse in Ibadan recently. Is that true?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll get to that point, but we'll talk about this building collapsing. But what's your take about the rainy season, sir?
Rainy season is most time that the people actually go out to plant.
Okay.
It's a season by which people are so happy to come. Rainy seasons afford people to go out and plant.
Yes, sir. Actually, yes. It's would you say it's your best season so far?
Let me just tell you frankly.
Yes.
There's no season that is not good, or there's no season that has no advantage or no advantages. But to me personally, because I'm a son of farmer, I prefer rainy season than dry season very well.
Oh, you prefer the rainy season than the dry season very well because you're a farmer.
Yes.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir, tell us some of the advantages of this season before we get to the disadvantage. Some of the advantages of this rainy season before we get to the disadvantage. Hello, sir, can you hear me? Okay, I think we have network issue. Yes, sir, I was asking.
Rainy season.
Yes, sir.
Rainy season affords people, especially farmers in the southwestern of Nigeria, to plant various crops, and it gives people.
Okay, I think we're having network issue. Please, we need to hear him. Okay, sir, are you there?
Opportunity to farm.
Okay. So I think I should cut. I will call you back, please. Sir. Do call. Okay, I think we are having a network issue right now with our guest, but then he was saying the advantages of rainy season. He said it gives farmers the opportunity to farm, which actually that's one of the big advantages of this season. We get to eat a lot. Hello, sir. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, sir?
I'm with you.
Okay, sir. Now let's move to the disadvantages. Like you said, every season has its advantage and disadvantage. So what are the problems we face with this season, this rainy season?
Rainy season, the only few advantages that is there is that it brings a lot of erosion.
Okay.
Many bridges collapse. A lot of houses that the foundation was not properly funded always collapsed.
Okay.
You know, I saw many buildings in Lagos, Port Harcourt during the rainy season. But I'm not saying that the house that collapsed is also during the rainy season. It also occurs during dry season, but it's mostly during the
rainy season. Okay, so you feel the rainy season affects most of the buildings that are collapsing of recently?
Yes, and a lot of bridges to be washed away.
You don't think it's due to other factors like improper plan, low planning or something?
Yes, you are right, but during the rainy season, if there is no proper channelization, and then the building was not properly given
planned, yes,
architecture,
yes,
it
sir.
also affects them.
Okay.
So, poor materials also cause this kind of thing to happen during the rainy season, where it will blow away, storms will blow away all the houses, and so on and so forth.
Okay, how do you think the people should stay safe out there? We need you to give us some safety tips during this season, how you can stay safe out there.
Okay, even in your state where we are right now, the government actually make adequate provision that when there's raining, people should please stay indoor.
Okay.
Actually, when there is raining, people should not go near the river.
Okay.
Even the poles, electric poles.
But some people actually build. Some people do build their houses close to the river. What would they do? Would they leave their house? There are some persons that build close to the river bank. Hello, sir. Okay, we have network issue. Hopefully.
People actually, government actually want that they should not be there. When they build their house on rivers, a lot of problems.
Okay.
So the people that build their house near the river, near the stream, they know quite alright that when there's rain, the water will come up again, and then all their properties will be shot away, which is very bad.
Okay. Okay, sir. What do you think? What's your take? What's your own opinion concerning this season? Like we have a lot of sicknesses that comes during this season. How do you think the people can stay safe out there? List some of we know some sicknesses like malaria. We have sicknesses like cold and flu. Can you hear me, sir? How do you think the people can stay safe out there?
The only solution is that people should protect themselves. Rainy season is a blessing from God. Understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Rainy season is a blessing from God. And we should not say because there's rainy season, there is a lot of sicknesses. No, there may be few sickness coming out during the rainy season, but it's manageable. If people can actually take absolute control and take care of their lives.
Okay,
rainy season is better and it's good.
Okay, yes, sir. It's actually a very blessed season for us. We will not say because it comes with a lot of sickness tend to pop up during this season, then we do not want it. But then, talking about managing these sicknesses, how do you think people should live for them not to be able to contact any of this sickness?
Okay, since the rainy season also bring maybe malaria, cold like that, people should take cognizance that they should live in a ventilated house, they should live under the net, and then when there's cold like that, they should take care of themselves. Simple and ABC. You cannot say because the rain is falling and run away.
Yes, sir.
People have been living since, and then we continue living as God gave us the chance to live under the earth.
Yes, sir. So what's the condition like there in Ibadan? Because here in Abuja, actually we experienced rain yesterday, but it seems like Abuja rain is like a fine girl. I always say that it hardly falls. But there, is it the same over there? Has it been raining heavily compared to this place?
No. The only thing is that when rain falls somewhere, it will not fall in another area, but it's manageable. We thank God that the government of Oyo State actually make a provision. All the drainages have been cleared away, and then things are in normal. Rain is falling normally here. It's not too much.
Okay, sir. So it's manageable. It's not destroying things. It's not taking lives. It's not doing anything. It's just falling peacefully on its own.
Yes.
Okay, sir, just before I let you go, what's your final words to the people out there? They are listening. What can you say to them concerning this season before I let you go?
Okay, my advice to the people, both here in Oyo State, Nigeria, even Abuja particularly, is that we must make sure that we protect ourselves. Rainy season is a blessing to us. Rainy season is good. As a farmer, even for everybody, we must make sure that we use this rainy season as a blessing, not a curse. We must take absolute care of ourselves in order to not to give any problem or disadvantages of this season.
Okay, thank you very much, sir, for calling. We really do appreciate you. Do stay safe out there, sir.
God bless you.
Yes, sir. I hope to have you next time again on the show.
It's my pleasure.
All right, sir. Have a nice day.
And you too. God bless you all.
Yes, sir. Amen. Thank you. Okay, I've been on the phone with Engineer Tunde Matis, all the way from Oyo State, Ibadan. He has said it. He said the season is actually a blessing and not a curse, actually, because it comes with a lot of its own advantage and disadvantage. I wouldn't say disadvantage alone because it has its own advantage. So I'll quickly take a quick break, and when I come back, I'll be talking more on the sicknesses and how we can stay safe out there. Though he had said it, but then we'll throw more light on it. Thank you. Stay with us and don't go anywhere.
RTV London, in partnership with NTA TV Enterprise, present the maiden edition of the Nigerian Week in the capital of the world, London. A wonderful blend of entertainment, business, and networking, displaying a wide range of arts, national cash crops, financial products and services, and real estate for huge extra opportunity in diaspora. Look no further. The 36 states of the Federation, the Federal Ministry of Information and Culture, Trade and Investment, the Nigerian Film Corporation, and host of others will be in attendance. Date 15 15th to 21st of May 2023. Venue, Lighthouse, Camberwell, Southeast London. For details, log on www.superiorradiotelevision.com/Nigerian Week or call +447 549 513 619 or +2.
Ladies, are you ready to shine? Here's a golden opportunity for you to show the world the queen in you. As the second edition of Face of SRTV Ladies Edition is about to begin. What are you waiting for? Register online with just 500 naira and stand a chance of winning a cash prize of 100,000 naira and the deal of becoming our ambassador. There will also be consolation prizes for second and third place winners. To register, kindly pay the registration fee and send your name, age, picture, and state of origin to this number 0906 895 2170. For more inquiries, please call 0907 400 7816. Powered by SRTV London, the face of SRTV, who takes the crown.
Break. We are on the show State of the Nation. Today we're talking about weather. You know, this show is about things that affect the nation. It could be agriculture, like I said. It could be politics. Now, today we're talking about weather. We know our weather affects the nation. We're talking about how rainstorm, of course, we all know it's climate change. We are in the rainy season. We're talking about the advantage, disadvantage, challenges, problems it comes with, and how we can all stay safe during the rainy season. I have my guest call in earlier who said this season is a blessing and not a curse, actually, despite its challenges. Despite the challenges it comes with. That's when we talk about drainage, we talk about roof leak, we talk about bad roads, talk about a lot of things, our health. But then this season is actually a blessing and not a curse. I'll move forward quickly to throw more light on most of the sicknesses that are prone to come up during this season. Now we talk about malaria is when you have, it's rainy season, you all know it's rainy season, rain falls, and when you have when your drainage is clogged, like I said earlier, when your drainage is blocked, you just notice that the water gets stuck one place and it brings mosquito to that environment, and that mosquito causes malaria, and it's very, very, very risky to our health. Now, malaria is a life-threatening disease. Now, some persons just feel malaria is once I tell someone I'm sick and it's malaria, they just feel like it's normal, it's a regular thing, you'll be fine. But then there are sick cases where malaria actually take the life of some persons. Yes, we have acute malaria, we have a lot of, then these things are very, very risky to our health. It's a life-threatening disease caused by parasites and that are transmitted to people through the bites of infected female mosquitoes, actually. Yes. So and I think there was a time we had a show in our studio, we had a doctor come in and she said something. She said sometimes our systems are not strong to withhold some kind of things. I think that very day she was talking about infection, and this malaria something is also caused by mosquitoes. It affects our blood. Now, when your system is not strong enough to fight back that disease or that thing, it just comes into you and take the whole of you. So why not just prevent it? Make sure your environment is clean. Make sure if you have a net, probably spread your net, put yourself under the net and sleep peacefully, or fumigate your environment. Yes, you can buy this fumigation, get it, and make sure your environment is sanitized, everywhere is clean, and you're fine. Your family is fine, you're young, your children are fine, everybody is okay. And then we also have a common cold during this season. It's very common. If you see me this morning, it rained in Abuja actually, and this morning I was very, very cold. You can see I'm actually putting on a sweater. These are some things to prevent yourself from cold. You know, cold have a way of causing romanticism. There's this thing called romanticism on your leg. You find it difficult to walk. Why not just avoid it? Make sure you're protected. When you want to bathe and it's cold, make use of warm water and protect yourself. My mom is always walking around with rub. There's this hot rub or essential band. It's something that can prevent you from catching cold. So make sure you're safe out there. We also have pneumonia. This is very, very common. Pneumonia is an infection that inflames the air sacs in one or both lungs. The air sacs may be filled with fluid, actually, or pus, causing cough, with fever and difficulty in breathing. Actually, this is actually a very, very common sickness during the rainy season, because people just get to cough a lot, and then a lot of fluid gets into your system. You find it hard to breathe, and I feel it's instead of you waiting to get to that point, I mostly see that affecting the younger ones, the children. Just see it mostly affecting them. Why not protect your children from such? Make sure they are safe indoor, they are properly dressed, they are away from cold environment. We all know this is actually the cold season, so make sure you're safe. And then we talk about asthma. Asthma is a long-term condition affecting children and adults. Now, not just children, because personally, I think I have a friend that have that. And when this asthma stuff comes, you just feel so sad for her, because it comes with a very strong attack. Asthma, she just find it difficult to breathe. She just keep hitting her chest, and it's something you wouldn't even want your enemy to experience. So why not prevent it? It's actually the rainy season, and cold can trigger it. Actually, cold can trigger it, and then prevent it. It affects both the children and the adults. The air passage in the lungs become narrow, and then due to inflammation and tightening of the muscles around the small airways. Now, just make sure you're safe out there. Prevent yourself from asthma, and then make sure you eat. This is actually the food season. I call it food season because our food are all growing in the farm. So make sure you're eating enough to prevent all the sicknesses. And then we also have a way of prevention. I think I've been listing the preventive measures so far. We should make sure we do all this to keep ourselves safe out there from all these sicknesses and diseases, because our health is wealth. No matter how much wealth you have, once a life is gone, it's gone. You cannot get it back. So our health is very, very important. It's even very important that the whole money in the world you're chasing after right now. Make sure you keep yourself safe out there. Make sure you do the needful. Make sure you're out there with you're doing the right thing. Make sure your environment is clean, the bushes are cleared. Now, I think last year I experienced something on my week. I went to school about 2017. I think I went to school. I went to visit a friend, and then there's this very small bush. You will never believe that a snake will be in that bush, because it's just small. But then there was actually a snake. Now, when you're looking at that grass outside your house that it's not yet grown, it should grow more, I think you're making a mistake right now. Whenever it's just a bit up, just clear it. It's even easier to clear this rainy season because the grounds are soft. Just use your hoe or cutlass and weed it out. Make sure everything everywhere is clean. Now, I don't like that animal called frog. During the rainy season, it just jumps everywhere, and then when it jumps on you, you just be like, oh my god, yeah. Just avoid it. Make sure you're safe. Make sure your environment is clean. These animals, these reptiles will not come close to your place, your home, once your environment is clean. So we're talking about today on state of the nation. We're talking about the weather actually, and this rainy season. It's advantages, disadvantages, problem, causes, prevention, and how to stay safe out there. Personally, let me talk to the drivers, because I feel I've been over the week, we've been reading a lot of news concerning auto crash. Now you just see that here I think this morning we read about how a car got burnt with 2 kids and some passengers in it. These are very bad experiences, and so I feel this rainy season auto crash. Due to my research, auto crash, a lot of accidents tend to happen. And personally, I would want to talk to the drivers. I feel you should all try to drive carefully. Like I said during one show, I was going to Surrey, and I was telling the driver, slow down. The driver told me, you don't know how long I've been driving. I'm a professional. You're a professional with my life. Now, it's in your power to see that driver slows down. If he's not slowing down, calm down. Your life is very, very important. Some persons don't really care. Some persons don't care. They just feel the day they die, that's the day for them. But then they don't really care. They don't protect themselves. But you out there, you should protect yourself. Talk to the driver once he's making call while driving. Talk to him to stop. This is the rainy season. Anything is bound to happen. When he's gisting while driving. I feel a lot of drivers talk a lot and they get carried away and they just forget that they are on the road. They are not just on the road alone, they are carrying lives also. You talk to them to stop, because this season is a very, very risky season on the road. The roads are slippery. You can just make a little mistake and boom, you find yourself in a gutter, and then you start regretting, and it causes a lot of damage. If you don't get injured, your car gets damaged, and then a lot of things tend to come up. This auto crash, this accident of a thing is a very, very important one we need to address during this rainy season. Talk to drivers, go to park, make sure you go to park to enter vehicles. Don't enter this along. A lot of things is happening when once it's raining, you don't get to see clearly. A driver might just take you another way, and you just feel like he's going your way, not knowing he has deviated, he has gone another way. But because the glass is not too clear for you to see where you're going to, you just have to make sure you go to a safe place so you can board a vehicle and go directly to your house. This rainy season, like our guest said earlier, is a blessing and not a curse. So let's make good use of the season. It has its own advantages. Of course, I love coming outside during the rainy season to bathe because it's natural water. A lot of people believe that the rainy season is, the rainwater is blessed. Personally, I have a lot of belief with this rainwater, because it comes from above. It just comes, the one you don't fetch from the zinc, the ones that just come directly from the sky. I prefer going under it to bathe. I enjoy myself a lot during the rainy season, but then we all need to stay out there and stay safe. Of course, you have been on the show with me. My name is Patience OKOSUN, and this is State of the Nation on SRTV. I'm reaching you live from our Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. I'll be coming your way again next week, same time, same station. We'll be talking about a lot. Of course, we know a lot is happening in this country. A lot is happening, ranging from politics, entertainment, economic, agriculture. What are we not talking about? Academy, everything. A lot is happening, even the weather, including our immediate environment. A lot is happening. In case you have anything happening around you want me to talk about on State of the Nation, do well to drop it on the comment section. I'll pick it up and make sure we air your opinion. Thank you for staying with me. Do well to share and subscribe on our page. See you again next week, same time. My name is Patience OKOSUN. Stay with us.
RTV London, in partnership with NTA TV Enterprise, present the maiden edition of the Nigerian Week in the capital of the world, London. A wonderful blend of entertainment, business and networking, displaying a wide range of art, national cash crops, financial products and services, and real estate for who